Yeah, it's true. Maverick and Death and Taxes do have some cards in common, but they play somewhat differently. All right, Once Upon a Time to start the match. I love when matches start this way. Once Upon a Time.
You gotta make the file. I really put all
So Windswept Heath is found. So what is Shared Fate? Shared Fate is an enchantment from Mirrodin, the first Mirrodin set. 4 and a blue, an enchantment. If a player would draw a card, that player exiles the top card of one of their opponent's libraries face down instead. Each player may look at and play cards exiled with Shared of Fate. Besage you into Birds of Paradise, Mox Diamond, discarding Cephalid Coliseum into Birds of Paradise. So what's the point of this Shared Fate deck? I think this is pretty cool. You have a deck with no win cons except for Shared Fate. The swapping of your deck with your opponent makes it so that your opponent now has no win cons. And whatever your opponent's deck does, that's how you now win the game. And the deck also has Flubs the Fool, which, thank you, Meals, just put the text up on the screen, which is a teamer creature from Bloomborough, which is a 0-power creature. Adding to the theme of the deck that the deck has no way of winning the game, so that once Shared Fate has hit the board, your opponent now has no way of winning the game. Here's Kasali Pride Mage. Well, that could be a problem.
Okay.
John. I will.
Adam with a great question. How do you win the mirror? Who knows? I asked Nathan, how do you win the mirror? And Nathan gave a clever answer. Every match is the mirror.
I'll play pedal. 1, 2, 3. Dak Faden.
Here's Dak Faden. Okay. Card we have not seen on stream much recently.
I brought dice. Smart.
Every deck, spend on
Yes. Starts with 3. 1 is target player, draws 2 and discards 2.
Yeah.
Down 2 is gain control target artifact. Honestly, the way it's written there is a pain in the ass. The ultimate is...
Trying to explain what Dak Faden does. The ultimate is an emblem that says whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents, you gain control of it.
Fable.
I'll play a land for turn, and I'll attempt. Let's flubs it.
All right, here is Flubs the Fool. We'll get the text for it up on the screen again. Flubs the Fool from Bloomborough Commander. You may play an additional land each turn. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card if you have no cards in hand. Otherwise, discard a card.
I'll target myself, and it'll just be milling.
Dak Faden will now plus, and that mills 2 cards. Look like a Scalding Tarn and a... Oh, what happened? Vinny says my house is in uproar right now. Dogs are barking, birds are singing, Flubs is... That sounds horrible, Vinny. Quiet it down over there.
What was it?
I had one of my opponent's cards.
Shush the dogs.
It was his in a white sleeve. So I milled a Scalding Tarn and a Shaman Creation. Well, Drew discarded. My Planeswalker's here, my creature's up there. Cameras.
Is that it?
So Dak Faden on the board, Flubs on the board. Kasali Pride Mage on the other side. Flubs is a 0/5, so it's a decent blocker.
Trigger.
Lush Portico, Surveil.
The yard.
Okay, Swords takes out Flubs. Flubs is gone. It went into the graveyard, but it's supposed to be an exile. Attacking for 4 on Dak Faden. Dak Faden might be dying here.
And you go.
Flavored. I'll attempt to put a Giganta in hand for 3. Sure.
Oh, I forgot to even mention this, but Gigantha is the companion, and it has just been added to hand from the companion zone. Sorry about that.
It's just taps for.
And it taps for Wellburger,
You need to.
but I have to use it for the color. So like for Dak,
Okay, so Gigantha the Wellspring is the companion.
cast Flubs. But I still have to come up with the colorless pips.
So Gigantha is now in hand. It has been added to hand. Yeah, Gigantha is a win con, technically, but your opponent won't have access to it.
And that costs 5 mana to cast.
The Zodiac Knight. You know when I was at Comic Con, I was actually trying to find. Because if I get one, you're gonna have to like.
Okay, not sure why Song of Creation is being shown here.
Attack for 4.
Alright, you take the play? Yeah.
4? That's like damage.
Good luck.
This Kasali Pride Mage is hitting pretty hard, attacking for 4.
I'll take it.
But you don't know.
Or no blocks. Infect Berserk Berserk.
Second main, I'll take it as
Why does it wind up very
play a Thalia. And pass.
Okay, that is Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. A little bit of glare on it.
Yeah, let's look at the top.
It looks like Shared Fate was just drawn, but there's a Kasali Pride Mage on the board that could blow it up.
I'll play Jaggy.
Sure.
Okay, Gigantha is on the board. Gigantha the Wellspring. I don't know if we've seen this card on stream in a long time. All right, he gets swords immediately. All right, so it looks like the graveyard is now being corrected that Flubs and Gigantha are in exile, so that's great. Last card in hand for Nathan now is Shared Fate, I believe, but this Kasali Pride Mage kind of stands in the way of that plan. If the Kasali Pride Mage can be removed, could be in business. This Noble Hierarch now an attack for 5.
Go back down to 16.
You're
I wanted to go to some heavy this week. I was going to go, but then my was.
I believe Nathan just drew Sokenzin, the red Neon Dynasty channel land.
So it's the last thing I guess I need to start the whole story.
Whiteboarder? Yeah, $30 for a whiteboarder. There's other language.
All right, here's Shared Fate. It may just function as a removal spell for Kasali Pride Mage, I guess.
You draw my deck, I draw yours.
Okay. That costs 6.
Take the extra card. And Thalia? Yes.
You have 1 card in the hand.
Just one?
End of your turn, I'm going to flash in.
Endurance getting flashed in.
started.
Shuffle, right?
It just goes in the bottom. Shuffle
Go-
random.
Shuffle, but then on random, right?
Yeah.
Or shuffle, then on the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
One ring?
Yeah. And then I'll pull this up.
Okay, Shared Fate is blown up by Kasali Pride Mage. So one less Exalted trigger on the board. Endurance bottom center, a little bit of glare on it. Dahlia, Guardian of Thraben next to it. Attacking for 5 with just Endurance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5? Yep. No blocks. Good one.
You
Oh,
got
spot. Careful. Pass.
Okay, Volcanic Island, pass the turn. Last card in hand, I believe, is Kenzin. Endurance attacking for 5 again. Channeling Sekenzin to make some spirits. There they are.
2 1/1 color spirits. Sure.
Layla.
Yeah, it's 4 mana reduced by whatever legendaries you have. Make 2 1/1 colorless spirits. All right, so one of them will chump block. And Knight of the Reliquary. Mike is in good shape.
Becomes a land, right? Any land, right? Yeah.
Anyway.
And puts in play untapped. Yeah.
Say this as a land.
I think you got this one.
Throw the shot.
I'm gonna growth spiral.
Growth Spiral, okay.
Ooh,
I guess I use this to throw this at you for 2.
That's good.
land play.
And goes in.
And so there's literally this. Pass.
That Kasali Pride Mage was so good for Mike. Otherwise, Mike might have been in real big trouble when that Shared Fate resolved. Nathan would then just start playing creatures off the top of Mike's deck and win the game as Maverick, and Mike would be doing a lot of nothing.
Green Sun, X is 4.
Green Sun X is 4. This will bring in Questing Beast most likely. Paying extra because of the Thalia tax. And this should be a pretty big attack coming in.
Questing Beast. I'll attack with just Questing Beast. For
That's a
6.
vanilla quest. Questing Beast of vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Okay, attacking with Questing Beast for 6. Alec in the Ink. Thank you for the resub 17 months. My 90s MTG shirt is 2 sizes too small, but I will be representing at EW. Alec in the Ink, thank you. If you see someone walking around with a shirt that's way too small, that's probably Alec.
And a 4 and 1 for it.
And you go.
Hey, if you didn't play like Blood Moon, I'd like
Funny mental picture.
Pass. Okay.
Tamio?
Somebody get Alec a sticker or something. All right, here's Tamio.
Right hand make colors
Yeah, you got
out
it.
the waist.
All right, game 1 goes to Mike. Mike was in a precarious position, though, I guess. I mean, if not for the Kasali Pride Mage, I think Nathan wins that game. Easily with Shared Fate. The Kasali Pride Mage was pretty lucky there. That it was, it just happened to be, I guess it was in the starting 7 for Mike. I don't think Mike nor Nathan knew what they were up against for this match. I don't think these players had ever met each other before. All right, 1 card on the bottom for Mike. Otawara pass for Nathan. Kind of neat thing about this Shared Fate deck, the text of Shared Fate exiles cards off the top of the library, and then you can play them from exile. So your opponent can't even channel the channel lands. They're just lands. Because you have to discard them from hand to channel them. Here's Once Upon a Time, Knight of the Reliquary. I feel like So far on today's stream, every game has started with Once Upon a Time.
So, yeah, I think like if you hit in two, I would have just been not play.
Lush Portico, Surveil.
Yeah, I don't. Well, the twos are just terrible after Archons in the graveyard.
Right.
I tried.
Dumps a Noble Hierarch into the graveyard, passes the turn. Wasteland. Gonna fire it off, hit Lush Portico. Gigantha the Wellspring is the companion, bottom center of your screen.
Yeah.
Wasteland on Otawara. Stifle. Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
I'll play a Basayu and do a bird. Sure. Go ahead, pass.
All right. So the Otawara was protected by from Wasteland by Stifle. Birds of Paradise now on the board. Savannah. Okay, Prismatic Ending removes Birds of Paradise. That should be exiled.
You gain 0 life.
It's a prismatic engine.
We can do this now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's fun. Deck fade. I'll play and I'll attempt to up targeting myself.
Wait a second. How did we play Dak Faden? Am I missing something? There's no red mana. what I don't know. Players are in agreement that Dak Faden is on the board. Yeah, I don't know. Shared Fate discarded. Gaddock Teague. Okay.
4 or greater can't be flipped. Okay. Chat. Play mountain.
No.
Yeah, probably the Birds of Paradise was counted on to was being counted on to cast this deck on the following turn, and seems like just some ordering of the land drops may have been messed up here. These errors happen on 90s MTG, and it is what it is. All right. So Birds of Paradise and a Jace Vryn's Prodigy were just discarded. Here's Spellskite. Okay. Spellskite's a card we haven't seen on stream in quite a while. And here's Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Okay.
It's all like sorry. It's okay.
Dak Faden now at 5 loyalty. At Windswept Heath just got cracked. If you're interested in the deck list for this Shared Fate prison deck, it's posted in our Discord server for our members in our deck list channel. You could go check that out. This is a really cool brew we're seeing here. Knight of the Reliquary getting cast and passing the turn. Knight of the Reliquary looks like it has 5 power right now, or 6.
I'll attempt. I've tapped this one twice. Yeah. I'll attempt to deck fate.
How does this flip again?
Tap. Draw card, discard a card. Then, if I have 5 or more cards in my graveyard, exiles or returns under its opponent's control. It does matter occasionally.
Okay, they were talking about how does Jace Vryn's Prodigy flip. It's basically when 5 cards are in the graveyard when it does its Merfolk Looter ability.
I'll play Bird. I'll play Tamio.
Tamio, Inquisitive Student. Yeah, I really like this Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I like that card. I kind of miss using it all the time. Does it get played in any format right now? Like, is Jace getting played in Modern or Pioneer? I don't know. That was Minamo getting discarded. And now Telepath Unbound, I believe the other side is called.
Exiles, come back. When he's in, I'll attempt to up and give this -2 negative out. Okay, until my next turn. Okay. That's all I got. Pass.
Yeah, that Magic Origins, Battle of Zendikar, Khans of Tarkir era standard. I kind of came back to Magic with during that time period, and it was a lot of fun.
What?
After a pretty long hiatus, I was newly back to the game during that time period of Magic Origins. Drafted Magic Origins a lot.
That's his ultimate. The up is at -2 negos a creature. The down 3 is I can cast target instant or sorcery card in my graveyard this turn.
Okay.
And I got a stifle in there is all I got.
I guess this Jace Telepath Unbound is not in English, so we're getting an English version for Mike to look at. It has 6 loyalty right now.
Oh, it would be very awkward.
Okay, Mr. Rainforest getting cracked here.
Yep.
Vinny saying War of the Spark killed Standard. I was playing a lot of Standard when War of the Spark was legal, and I was enjoying it. I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun.
If it's in the Swiss, yes. Because in Baltimore.
Pierre, thank you for the resub. 17 months. Saying hello to everyone.
Which was insane though, because it was like a 90 match.
The Knights.
He was playing it.
Noble Hierarch and another Knight. Okay. Slick Judge says War was the last time I had fun playing Standard. I feel that way too. I mean, I haven't played Standard in quite a while, but yeah. Harry says Throne of Eldraine ruined Standard. War was fine. I like the start of the pandemic in 2020 was kind of the end of Standard for me, and I haven't played ever since. I don't remember what set was newest at that time. Was Ikoria just coming out or something?
It was insane. It was
7/7 minus 2 plus 1, so it's an 8/8 minus 2 is 6. 8.
Ugh, it is 6.
I think Theros was Theros Beyond Death was like brand new when I last played Standard.
There's no trample or anything, right?
Nope.
I don't remember.
There you go.
All right, a chump blocker on Night of the Reliquary. SWB with the correct take. This game's been going downhill since 94. Yeah, it's been getting worse and worse every year since 94. Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
I'll attempt to deck. You have no artifacts, right? I'll attempt to deck. Target myself.
MTG has been circling the drain for 30 years.
Discard a land and a Flubs.
Okay. You have 1 card.
Yeah,
One card in hand, so.
One card in hand. Spellskite, Tameo, Dak Faden with 7 loyalty, Jace Telepath Unbound with 6 loyalty, a clue. Here's Flubs, the Fool.
Attempt to negro that. Okay. That's all I got.
Jace Telepath Unbound now at 7 loyalty. I think Couch Jockey is right. Tameo is being flipped, kind of delayed the trigger here, but I don't think you can miss that trigger. So it's being corrected now.
Goes to 4. Whenever a creature attacks me or plays Walker control, it gets -1. So it's anti-exalted.
Okay.
Okay, so allowing Tameo to kind of belated uptick here. If this was Comp Ariel, that Tameo would be stuck at 2 loyalty. But the guitar pick on Mike's Knight is from the trigger, the ability of Jace Telepath Unbound, reducing its power. Attacking both at Tameo. There's a Spellskite and a Flubs the Fool on standby to block. It looks like Nathan is hellbent, but has 3 planeswalkers on the board.
And they get -1 for attacking.
Yeah.
Because it's only it gets it, so it's a 6 and a 4.
6 and 4.
He has no point blocking. She did. Okay.
Tameo down. Inquisitive Scholar dies in combat. Passing it back to Nathan. Plays a Scalding Tarn. Plays a Cephalid Coliseum.
I'll attempt to deck.
Plussing Dak. Draw 2, discard 2. Discarded 2 lands, it looks like.
Okay. We're playing Mox Diamond.
Okay.
Trigger from Flubs.
Yep.
I'll draw.
Yep.
But I'm gonna hold priority while that's on.
Okay.
Because I can attack to try to draw.
Okay, holding priority. There's a Mox Diamond on the stack. Nathan pointing out that he can sack a clue to find a land to discard. It looks like the draw was Flubs the Fool. Sacking the clue to draw a card. Mox Diamond will find nothing, so it will head to the trash. Scalding Tarn cracked. Yeah, the Mox Diamond spell was on the stack, not a trigger.
I'll pay 1 with a Cephalid. It went away. So I was at 17. Yeah, to 16. I'll attempt the Tameo.
Okay, another Tameo.
Instant land, creature, artifact, and shield.
Plenty of cards in the yard for Threshold for Cephalid Coliseum. Flubs the Fool, Spellskite, Tameo Inquisitive Student, Dak Faden 8 loyalty, Jace Telepath Unbound 7 loyalty.
The only instant is that single stifle. I'll up him that one this time. I'll do 1.
Gives -2, -0 to a Knight. Gigantha to hand.
Your turn. Once upon a time?
Yep.
Okay, Once Upon a Time. Just kind of a footnote. I think it's still an issue if you have your companion with a different sleeve than the rest of your deck. Just be careful with that. All right, so Kasali Pride Mage is in hand now, it looks like. Josen says not anymore. Okay, fair enough. was a thing at one point.
Also because when you watch out for this kind of
Can you just Oracle on this? It's a creature, or does it have to be a creature of any permanent?
No, it is any target.
Any target. Okay.
Okay, I guess Nathan's Spell's Guide is also not in English, getting the text for Spell's Guide.
It still has to be a legal target in the end.
What is this ultimate? Like, is it? Right. How much to minus?
It is -6 to minus.
Yeah, so -6 is the ultimate for Dak Faden. Gives you the emblem whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents. Gain control of those permanents, which could be pretty gross, as you can imagine. Okay, Knight of the Reliquary is attacking Dak Faden. There are 5 lands in the graveyard, 2 Exalted triggers. So I believe this is an attack for 9?
Oh, my poor Dak. Yep, he'll go.
Dak Faden down. Dak Faden down. Kasali Pride Mage will sack to kill Spellskite. Knight of the Reliquary sacking a forest. 6 lands now in the yard. Okay, just a Windswept Heath, cracking it. Basic Forest, okay. Ooh, Skyclave Apparition to remove Jace. Jace Telepath Unbound. Oh, maybe not. Going for Flubs, actually. All right, Flubs the Fool is exiled by Skyclave Aberration and passed the turn. Flubs down.
Travis.
As far as those don't take it. You have to watch out for JT.
Yeah. I think it's mom's
No, but you know what's making me think of is like, he's such a reasonable penalty.
Up to Jeggy.
Okay, there's Gigantha the Wellspring. It's a 5/5.
Move to the combat. Sure. That's good. Attack quickly?
Tameo attacks, makes a clue. Did we forget to activate Jace? Is that what happened?
ridiculous against Eldrazi, so it's just so worth it.
2 knights attacking Jace. I believe there are actually 7 lands in the graveyard. Jace down. Jace dies. Mother of Runes.
Ah, very nice. I think you have it from that. Move to combat. Yep. Then make a clue.
Okay, Tameo attacks. Makes a clue. Sack a clue.
I decided my problem just in case.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
Yeah, but this is fine because it's just.
You're gonna make more forwards. You have calories, but you can just kill it.
And let's say to it. Do another flip. Draw a card, trigger.
Okay, Tamiya will turn into a planeswalker. Nathan has dropped down to 12. Facing down a lot of creatures on the Maverick side. I don't know if this Shared Fate deck has any board wipes. I just don't know off the top of my head.
Jump to Flubs.
Okay, there's Flubs the Fool again.
What do you mean hers would be?
That's all I got.
Then I think you should.
I think it should just be a 2. The Trex is already good enough. I think it is just a 2.
Giganta is a 5/5. These knights are not afraid.
Attacks. Pro red to one of them. Okay.
Okay, giving one of them pro red with Mother Runes.
7 lands. So
There are now 7 lands in the graveyard, so there are 9 9s.
they're 8 9s.
They just made the playmat for you.
8 9s, and they're coming at me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, technically they're 8 9s because of Tamiyo's ability, but their power toughness before attacking was 9 9.
Yeah, I have to block or I die.
I think a 2 should go to.
I'll block with a Jaggy.
Sure. So take 8.
Go to 3.
Okay, both were attacking Nathan. Drops down to 3.
Put these guys over here.
Looks like Nathan is close to out of time.
Okay. Play a Tamiya, trigger. Play a Mox Diamond. Trigger.
Stifle was discarded using Flubs. Mox Diamond. Drew a card. Dak Faden.
You drew 3 cards. Right?
So I drew for turn.
Yeah.
Played this, drew my second.
Yeah.
Yes, this had resolved my third. Yeah.
So then one will.
Yeah, so I didn't get to do that one. Actually, I'll sacrifice the new one. That way, it keeps her at 4.
Okay, Tamiya was accidentally lost here, it seems. Tough plays. Dak Faden getting activated.
Play a land. Draw a card.
If you have no cards in hand, draw a card. Otherwise, discard a card.
I'm gonna use deck to draw 2.
Okay.
Okay, now Dak is being used. Draw 2, discard 2. It's like a Lotus Petal and maybe another Mox Diamond were discarded.
Actually, I'll discard a bird.
Okay, discarded Bird instead. Plays a Lotus Petal, draw a card. Lotus Petal, draw a card. Submerge. Got a Teague on the board.
Interesting.
You already did it.
No, that was from the last turn. I forgot
thought
to do
you-
what I played the Tamiya.
Oh, you right.
Yeah. So I'll do it for the neg.
That's the old one. That you did.
I'll do it for the negative one.
Yep.
think Submerge is the last card in hand. What could be in the graveyard? Oh, nothing. All right, passing the turn.
I'll give one per red. I'll attack both of you.
Okay, pro red on one of the knights. Submerge. Okay, players are missing the Gaddock Teague here. Submerge resolves.
Could it come back?
Yes.
Attack you.
Flubs, chump blocks. Complicated board. Mother of Runes.
I can't play my Shared Fate.
Shared Fate was drawn. Can't play it.
It took me 2 extra turns because he had.
Not sure what happens now. Tamio minuses. Return Submerge. Oh, no.
Then you can play this turn?
No, it goes back to my hand.
Oh, shoot. You can't play Submerge. It's in.
Oh, you got it.
All right, so Mike realizes Submerge could not be played. Nathan scoops it up. GG's. An interesting brew, an interesting match, a good show. Decklist in our Discord. Nice. That was fun.